current stream bot did its job. Okay, great. Yeah, so if you missed a few minutes ago, I had everything ready to go. It was good. It was great. Music was playing. It was wonderful. I hit the go button, and I said something sassy to Carl, because Carl said he was going to go quiet in around an hour, and I said that was not allowed. And then my screen went blue with that picture that I posted in Discord to show you what was going on. When my computer restarted, it put, which, like, it was really the same letters. It put up a little thing in the corner saying, oh, your most recent USB device, or, like, the last USB device, you connected, however was the fucking phrase, it's like, malfunctioned and Windows doesn't recognize it. And I'm like, okay. I didn't plug in anything new. Everything that's plugged in has been plugged in for weeks now. So now I get to play which USB thing did it not initially talk to, that it suddenly tried to. And I was like, the only thing that makes sense is the little, like, Bluetooth dongle. This is too high. Why are you like this? There's like the little Bluetooth dongle that lets my fancy new controller work. And I was like, maybe? But I was like, no, my controller, I hadn't even actually touched it to turn it on. And everything else had already been active because it's my mic and my Stream Deck and my keyboard and my mouse. I was like, the only thing that changed is I pushed a button on my Stream Deck. And I was like, did that do it? So I finished restarting it. And I'm like, okay, well, like, let's just test things and see what doesn't work. And I was like, okay, well, the Stream Deck's lit up. So there's that. Oh, Warburg! Thank you for the 80 months! No, the new controller's fine. Here's fun. So I was like, the microphone's lit up the correct color. The Stream Deck is on. My keyboard's on. My mouse is on. I turned on my controller, and I was like, okay, this is fine. And then I look up, and my little camera's not on. I was like, it's the camera. The camera, it's like, it's not being detected by anything. So I unplugged it, waited a minute, plugged it back in, and the camera came on and everything's fine. But I'm like, it's the camera. What the fuck did the camera do? How did that fucking kill my computer? So I'm a wee bit concerned that might happen again. And yeah. So anyways, I hope that is us getting the bad stuff out of the way and not a sign of things to come. Because I do think we're going to probably go into the boss fight for Sai's Palace tonight. I'm just going to casually put on some oil on my cuticles because I'm so dry. I'm so old that I'm just, like, drying up and withering. So I'm trying to be better about, like, lotions and oils, and I was like, okay, cool, like, let's put the little... I got these little pens to put my own oil in. I was like, I gotta be careful and good about, like, putting hydration on my feet and my hands, and, like, I've got, like, a whole routine now that I try to remember to do when I go to bed. If I don't, everything just cracks. So, we're just doing that. So, I got a little pack of these empty pens to put, it's just like, I think it's just a vitamin E oil or something, but it's like, you could fill it yourself, so it's like, so I got a little pack of like 5 of these things, so I've got like one up here, one down on my nightstand, one's gonna be my backpack that goes with me to work and everything. The dress I wanted for my baby shower that I was gonna order tonight is out of stock. Oh no! Also, hey, like, do you know when your baby shower is gonna be? Do I need to start trying to make plans to try to get back out there? I feel like I should know that. Also, I need to ask your preference about something. I've been trying to figure out how to ask your preference about something without, like, giving away what I'm doing. So I need to come up with a generic way to ask a question. Mom decided when your baby shower is gonna be. I mean, I guess that works. Anyways, I feel like everybody should know. Pathos, I guess I failed you. It doesn't look like my eyeshadow's being green screened out. Because I only got 2 usable suggestions for colors for eyeshadow when I asked the Discord earlier. I got Agathis Blue So I took that to mean like the blue of my armor of Agathis dice. So I did that. And then Pathos said a green that'll probably get green screened out. And so I did both of I blended the two. But it doesn't look like it's green screening out. I will text, thank you. Please don't say... Please don't say... Oh, that's not what I expected. It feels a little rude. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Oh. So I posted that picture of my computer. Oh, that's not green screening out nearly as much. And I just figured that QR code was just like a random generic thing. Being like, here's how to get to a help page. No, it was apparently a specific like log. I might need to pull that picture down. I need to find out, is there anything identifying in there? Interesting. Let me make sure I'm not like accidentally doxing myself with a picture of my my computer betraying me. Oh, can I not? Let's do this. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Let me just... No? Stock code system service exception. What failed? Oh, that. Got it. Okay, I got it. Interesting. Okay, yeah, it actually says something about that. So, allegedly it was my RGB controller. Which makes even less sense. But anyways. Yeah, maybe I might just have to send stuff then. Anyways, did I really fake a computer crash? No, it was real sketch. But we're fine now. What was I even talking about before I saw this tweet that made me concerned I doxed myself? Anyways, we're gonna do Persona. We got Robbie up to rank 8, which is what I was told I needed. I need to try to max out Shogi Girl if there's enough time. And then we're gonna go do the palace. A little poofs. Yeah, they got a little bit wild. So many things happened in such a short period of time. I distracted myself from like 14 different conversational bits. Let's just do... I was like, connection with device lost! No, it's because my controller's like, bitch, you haven't been playing, so we turned off. But it's acting, it's good. So, we'll see what happens. Oh, hey, there it is! I got worried for a brief moment. But we're... okay. Sagittarius is very excited to say Aunt Jen. Hi, sweetie! Anyways, how's everybody doing? Hope nobody else's computers have crashed. I went hard. I went for the good ginger beer tonight and the hot scotch. I hadn't done that in a very long time. I didn't update Uppy Sauce! Hold on! I gotta update the uppy sauce. Speaking of sassy toddler and also my drink is... Oh... What is this place called? Scotch in, is it Barnett? I think it's Barnett is the brand of the ginger beer. I'm, like, pretty sure that's what it is. Barnett or Barrett or something like that is close enough. Barnett might be the coffee shop around here. I don't know anymore. Anyways. We're good. Anyways, for anybody who's a little bit late, these are my fabulous ear cuffs. Look at them. Look, dope as hell. Wish I could wear them during the stream. I wonder how uncomfortable would this be? Hold on. Let's see how uncomfortable this is and what it looks like with a full-ass headset on. I'm very curious now. Imagine this with just like a whole bunch of dice hanging off of it. Let's see. Let's see. It doesn't hurt. It will be annoying. So we're not going to do that. I thought about setting up my, just like earbuds for tonight, just for the purpose of being able to wear those. And I decided that was a lot of work for something so silly. And they would just make noise in the mic the whole night, so maybe some other time. Load, here we go. So we want to hang out with Shogi, but it's daytime, and we can't do that right now. I can get my vegetables on the 9th, so I don't care about Haru. I still need guts. Big Bang Burger is guts, right? I'm like 98% sure this challenge is guts. Although, is that night? Can I do it during the day? I don't remember. Oh god, is Liz here? Help. I don't remember if it's just a night test or not. Take the challenge.
Yeah.
Something is wrong where it keeps trying to, like, go to my keyboard. Yes, okay, great. Yeah, go for it.
Thank you very much.
I'm good now. It's been a long time since I've tried this. Oh, wait, just like the final task? Oh, so you can send the rank of captain. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's so much burger. It's bigger than my torso.
That's incredible.
You're in a bag. Shut up. I'm surprised there's other people in here after all the things that just happened. The volume, the flavor, the calories, every aspect of this burger is astronomical. Oh, God. An extraordinary gift, huh?
Now then.
This is upsetting. I don't know if we ever talked about it, or if I ever knew. Fucking nailed it, no problem. Was there a little clown honk at the end? I don't know if my guts level informs how well I do. Like, does it become a circular thing? Like, or is it just like I have to do it a certain number of times? I don't know.
Whoa. Congratulations.
I managed to topple the Cosmic Burger Tower! Oh, I got the captain badge. Great. To the Burger Baron who defeated this challenge, we present to you our world-famous Big Bang Burger on the house. I just ate so much. I don't need more. Oh, I can just put them in my pocket. Never mind.
Please come again.
Oh, no more challenge. Oh, we're done. please let this be the level up.
I knew you could do it.
Do it. Do it. It'd be so poetic and beautiful. What a waste.
Nice.
Oh? Why would that have given me knowledge points? That's... the knowledge that I never should have done that will haunt me forever. Oh, God. It's certainly not charming. Did I just get points for everything? I mean, proficiency I can understand.
Wanna head back?
Okay. Sure, why not?
Ah, you're back.
Okay, we're gonna go try to find Shogi. Is there a thing? There's not. Okay. Please let Shogi... No. Where... I don't remember where Shogi's supposed to be, but it should be somewhere over here. So I guess we're not. Okay, so I can further work on guts. Oh, let's check. Let's check some things. First of all, what does the Big Bang Burger do for me? I have 18 of these. 20 HP to all is okay. I'm just shoving burgers in everyone's face. Just I'm t-shirt cannoning burgers into their mouths. Okay. So I want to work on the curry, I think is what we figured out before. Because I think I've only got decent curry. I want to get to master curry. I could try to call teacher. What? Let's see. I could work on Sojiro. I can't hang out with Robbie. I can't with Futaba. So yeah, I could hang out with teacher. I could call teacher. What? Yeah, you're at 8. So, ew, red velvet cake, gross. Let's... I don't remember what I get from Sojiro. We're gonna hang out with teacher. We're gonna try to hang out with teacher. I don't remember what day she's available.
Hi.
Okay. Oh, I have to do that! I forgot! Oh, how many mementos things do I have? So I just have one ID. I still have to... Oh, God. So I've only got 3 other things, but I gotta, like, get information. Okay, so that's convenience store. This is... I don't know how to do that one. And then that bar. I don't want to do any of that either. Okay, so... I guess I could try to make curry. Liz, you're here. Just answer this. I don't want to try to figure it out. Right now I can only make decent curry. I can't make master curry yet. Do I get to master just by doing it enough that I just get better at it, or do I have to advance Sojiro? Sojiro. Alright, we'll do that, I guess, because I can't do anything else other than try to get my guts up. Maybe I just try to get my guts up. No, I want to be able to make stuff.
You got time right now?
Ooh, he's like being nice about it. I could teach you the ropes. Yeah. No. Sure, help him out.
All right then.
God damn it. This is fine.
Thanks.
Very upset at most recent pin in our DMs explain the levels. I don't remember what I've pinned now. That sound done did me a startle. Oh, the politics shit is happening. Let's see. Hit, not notifications, pins. Oh, yep, there it does have the ranks in it. I do remember this now. Okay, great.
Whoa!
He's the only one that can stand up for what's right. No, that's, as soon as you think that about anybody, that's like your first red flag. Okay. Yikes. Big heckin' yikes. Oh, boy. I hate all of this. It's good. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. You're fine. Texting in class. We're trying to lay low. Yeah, there's 11 days left. I don't think it's enough time. Because shogi I can only do once a week, can't I? Isn't she normally only once a week? Isn't she like just on some... No, that was politics guy. I don't know. I don't feel like she's available very often though. Our lives will be over. Also that. Fucking Akechi's in this group chat! God! We're so dumb. We're so dumb. All of us are dumb. It's just a room full of orange cats. I don't know what to do with this. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, boy. Oh, Gwen coming in, being the voice of reason. Would you like to know her availability? Yes, please! That's my secret on. I'm always anxious. Hey, those, I think you're the first person I've ever seen who would not describe their orange cat as dumb. I have seen orange cats described as the stereotypical single brain cell cat. That all orange cats share a brain cell. Oh, maybe yours is why. Maybe your orange cat is why everyone else is so dumb. Yours holds the brain cell. And, like, only very rarely gives it up, and it goes to just one of the other cats temporarily. That would explain a lot, actually. Mondays. Okay, so it is relatively often. Okay, so I'll be able to do it tonight. Thank you, Liz. Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully I've got enough music notes saved up with her that, like, we can just plow through that. What is Futaba doing? I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Hey.
Yes. This is fine. Everything's fine. Who are you? Not hanging out with you? Well, maybe hanging out with you. I guess I can't hang out with Shogi. I could hang out with Futaba. I guess we'll do that. Why not? Just try to maybe get some more leveling with her. Because I think it does some fun stuff. Sure. Oh, I should save. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I'll just add this.
There we go. Thank you.
Yo.
Yes. Yes. Let's hang out. I haven't hung out with Gwen since I maxed her social link, and I feel like I should do that. Oh, you want to hang out? I'm going to leave you immediately. That's what this reads as.
Which
She wants to show me something in her room, you guys. Uh-oh. This is one of the promise lists I made with my mom. Everything on here is marked off as being done. That's kind of wrong. There was one promise I lied about doing. Oh! One promise I never actually finished. Is get along with Kana-chan. I don't know who that is. Oh, she's perching! Used to get bullied pretty hard for how weird. Yeah. Did your mom want you to be friends with your bully? Cause kind of fuck that, actually. Time I turned in a test with nothing written down instead, but the school ended up yelling at my mom. Yikes. Oh god, this is feeling very relatable. Oh god, now I'm getting attacked by a fruit fly. A girl named Kana transferred to my school. She was absent a lot at first. Then when she was there, the other kids bullied her like they did to me. Okay. Kindred spirit? How did you react? I got a bad feeling about this. Okay, well, I guess that's fair. Okay, great. Yeah, get along. It sounds like you were already getting along with her. I don't understand what's happening. Couldn't do it. You were doing it. Oh. Uh-oh. Hi, Griff. Well, come here. It's also horrible. She wrote about how her parents hit her. How they made her take pictures in weird clothes. Oh my god. I asked her about it. She got really defensive. Uh-oh. Kept yelling at me for reading it. I mean, yeah, this is victim blaming. I guess, did you apologize? Sometimes you just, words jump out. You did seem to know a lot of it, so you did kind of read.
No.
Ow, everything's fine. And then I ran. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, you wanna come here? No, you just wanna be in that bed? Come here! He was very sad that I wouldn't do chase me's with him after we got back from our walk. I did a little bit of chase me's while I was waiting for my computer to restart. Come here! You don't have to look all sad over there. You could be sad in my lap. Okay. You haven't talked to her since, but I'm sure you know exactly where she lives, her phone number, her bank details. Even after she left, I would tell Mom we were best friends. Uh-oh. Ooh! Yikes. If it was on your list constantly, your mom knew. She knew. Okay, but also I want to check on her and see what's up with her parents and shit. Okay, but where'd she move to? Where are we going? You didn't mean to tell me all that, so why'd you bring me here and show me the list to talk about the thing you lied about? Where was the conversation supposed to end? I can't feel like someone's pushy today. You can't just keep adding stuff to the deal. Alright. Moral support may now charge or recover. What is charge? Because it's a capital C, so that means something. Or recover SP. Great, yes.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, you didn't already have the deets. Charges double damage, I think. Oh. Okay, that's neat. Take that.
Okay.
Make like a cheetah and dash out of my... That's not... Okay, sure. It's literally around the corner! This was like, literally, she was like 7. Let's see, I'm right here with you. It's all good. Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay. Hey, Sojiro, guess what? Anyways, hi, Muffin. How are you?
Ah, you're back. Yo.
Every time he says this, like, he thinks I'm not gonna come home. Oh, sweet. All my other secret stuff. Okay. We can go see what else is there. Please be Shogi? Yes! Alright. First things first, I'm gonna check my laptop.
I should write something.
And then we're gonna go hang out with Shogi. Alright. So all the things at the bottom are old. Pretty sure I got all of, I think they're all what I got before. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Yeah, give me a nuke damage thing. And give me a psychic damage thing. Yes. Definitely that. Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna go hang out with Shogi. Nope. No working at the ramen bowl, beef bowl, whatever. Yes. Let's go!
Good evening.
Retreating is a viable strategy. Absolutely. Lessons in D&D right here. You can, and sometimes should, run away from the fight. Saying that for no reason in particular. Don't worry about it. I like when I send Sassy and Ashley D&D related TikToks. They both get very nervous about the content. I was like, I just thought it was interesting. I didn't mean for you to read into it. But I guess if you're already reading into it, I should maybe make some notes. Look, it is hard. Words are hard sometimes, okay? Oh, can we go to the secret bookstore? Fucking fuck! Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with her. Yes, invite her to Booktown. Why does that sound weird? Yeah, exactly. You have 2 Revivify diamonds. No, you just have 1. I think. No, you asked for a second one. That's what it was. I was like, I thought you had 2, and then I was like, why would you have 2? There's only 3 of you. Yeah, no, you have 1. It's fine. You shouldn't need 2, because only 1 of you can cast Revivify. If you need 2, things are fucked.
Let's go.
Look, it's not being a chicken. It's if you retreat, you can win another day. It's just delayed victory. We can take our time. Like, we're good.
Yes.
Alright, we only got 2. No, I'm not gonna assist you. I brought you to the bookstore. My part of this is done. Success on layaway. Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's get a layout for this store with all the piles outside. I'm really upset about all the books that are outside.
I look forward to it.
The clerk gave you a gift. Oh yeah, I got another. Oh, that's right. I have multiple presents that I probably need to put on my little shelf.
Thank you very much.
I might get to a point where I just need to start trying to collect all the presents. Alright, well, hopefully I got enough stuff to get more points with her. Yes, okay. Do I have a thing to read? Shit. Ah! Muffin, thank you! Thank you. Shit! I fucked up! Crack Muffin, thank you very much for your Prime sub. I appreciate it. I needed to switch out my book. Well, I guess we'll just read this for giggles.
All right.
Oh, I like how it said it was useless to read.
Hey.
Do I just get to mark these off?
Hey.
If I already know these things?
Hey.
All right.
Okay, great. But I have a new problem. I guess I'm gonna read this even though it doesn't matter. Because my proficiency's already maxed.
Wow.
Okay, so I need to try...
Oh.
I guess I gotta get more books? I guess we're gonna run around and find books later. I like how upset I am that I didn't finish the book. Oh, how you doing? I'm not sleep deprived because I want to be. Oh, God. Crows are quick learners. I wanna adopt a crow in my neighborhood at some point. Do you know how to write the kanji for crow? I do not. Please don't make me pick from symbols. I feel like all the students here would know, though. Characters for bird and crow look very similar. The latter has one fewer line. Okay, so there's one fewer line in crow.
Do you know the answer?
The line of the character for bird has a line. The character for crow doesn't. It represents the eye, but okay. You know why it's missing in the character for crow? Well, it's not that they can't see. This kind of feels like a bullshit answer, but also like, yeah, just because they wanted something different. I have a crow that I'm wooing. He brings me pieces of the neighbor's tea party fruits. That's fucking great. Crow's eyes are hard to see. Maybe because, like, they're black and the eyes are black?
This is it.
Way to go!
Sweet! They can even see UV rays? That just means they're just blind during daytime? God.
Nice going!
Yeah, that's great. Alright. I need books. Books and shogi. One reading for a different crow kanji is got to imitate the sound of its calling. Nice, I like it. Character for pigeon is the same. It's based on the bird's coo, leading to the coo pronunciation. Interesting, there we go! Alright.
Hey. Hey.
So, who wants to hang out? Oh, nope, fuck that. Alright, so, not that button. Library. Do you have any other Guts books?
Thank you. What would you like?
Okay. Charm, proficiency, charm, Guts.
Here.
Okay, got that. God, listen, I know once upon a time you sent me a list of where I could buy books. I gotta fucking find it. Did you text it to me? Did you Discord it to me? That's the problem. We'll start here. I think there was some of the underground mall. So we'll start here before I start trying to figure it out. What else can I buy in places?
Welcome.
Oh, this is a special thing. Cures all non-special ailments for an ally. I think I figured out that it doesn't actually super matter. Okay. Beauty feet? Okay. That's something. Watch. What can I get in here? Probably just fancy presents.
What do you want?
Breath ring. Gross. Okay. The flower shop's around the corner. I think I can get books from here. I feel like I remember that. Reply to it in DMs. Okay.
Take a look around.
Nope, you didn't have books. Never mind. Fucking. Do. Here. Thank you. Okay. Library got. Bookstore in Central Street. Sports store in under... Well. No. Unless it was just that I already bought them all and it doesn't even show them as sold out anymore. Okay. Bookstore in Central Street. So, I guess Central Street.
Hey!
Okay. There's a bookstore around here somewhere. Where are you? There we go. Do you have anything I don't already... Now, we'll just buy these just... Sure. Alright. Already got those. Oh, wrong button. Sports store, bookstore, Shinjuku. There we go. Apparently there's a bookstore here. Alright, let's get James in. Okay. With everything that crashed earlier, I'm hoping this works. Hello, James.
Every day's great at your Juness.
Unfortunately, it did work. So.
Yay! That's the kind of sadness I live to hear.
We've only been able to hang out with Shogi once, and it didn't bump up anything. So, I won't be able to see her again until Saturday because Liz found the days for me. I'm on the hunt for books right now because Guts is the only thing that I don't have maxed out.
I mean, you could still go yell at a maid.
No, I refuse. I refuse to go do that one.
Okay. The other thing you can do for Guts is if it's raining, you can go to the bathhouse.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Because that will raise your guts as well.
Yeah, it just hasn't been raining. Let's see.
Oh, I think going to the doctor.
Womp,
Doctor
womp.
I am Robot James.
There it is.
Welcome to the future. If you go to the doctor, that raises your guts for participating in her experiments.
It does. Shit, you're right. Yeah, this is that feels like the game equivalent of the speed reading. Yeah, we'll just buy books because why not?
You have the money to burn.
Exactly, so I'll do that.
Even though Matt Mercer is starving and has barely a yen to his name, you're just sitting on like 725,000 yen.
He knows where I live and he knows that I cook there. He could show up anytime.
That's true.
Anyways, James, how are you?
I am doing well. This is proving to be a busy work week, but you know, we're more than halfway through it, and you know, that's good enough for me. How are you doing, Jen?
I'm doing okay. It was heckin' windy when I went to go take the dogs for a walk, and Tucker was loving it and Griff was not.
Oh, poor Griff.
Okay, yeah, there's nowhere else for me to go find books, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna go see the friggin' doctor, who conveniently does want to see me, so...
Well, I think the storms that you were having yesterday afternoon are making their way here, so if my internet drops randomly, you'll know why.
Fun!
Yay.
Gotta love that. The weather has been wild. And the number of people who are unironically blaming the eclipse is upsetting.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was Eclipse Day for everybody? Who got to see what?
Eclipse Day turned out very well in Nashville. We were slated to get 96% coverage. Unfortunately, it was very cloudy all day, and it happened during work. So our office had like a little impromptu party just to go out in our little courtyard to see the eclipse. And like 15 minutes before the like peak eclipse time was supposed to hit, it was still cloudy, but you know, we all went out. It's like, yeah, maybe the clouds will break just a little bit that you can see them through the clouds. And with 15 minutes to spare, the clouds started thinning so that we could see it. And then like right around like 2:03 Central Time, when we were hitting our peak time, the clouds parted in a little window so that we could actually see it. And it wasn't, you know, as intense as the totality, but you know, 96% is still really wild to see. So that went well, and we got our pictures, and then 5 minutes later the clouds rolled back in and it was gone. So it was the perfect little window for Nashville.
It was very similar to what we had, except we didn't even get like the thinning ahead of time. It was like you'd get a little, it would be just thin enough for like 10 seconds where you could see the sliver, and then it would be full coverage again. And what ended up being totality, it broke a little bit, and you could see the little sliver, and so I'm looking at it through my little glasses. I see the little sliver, and then the sliver goes away again, and I'm like, all right, the clouds came back, so I took my glasses off, and it wasn't that. The clouds came back. It was like, that was the moment of totality, and it was the coolest thing. And yeah, since we were right in the path, like, I was just, like, laying on a towel in my backyard. And I know my neighbors were doing the same thing, too, because I could hear them next to me. So it was a really cool little moment. I'm sad that Jeff missed it, because he was in Michigan. But he was at work, and they did everyone took a break and went outside and got to see. I think they were at like 92% or something. So got to see a lot of the cool eclipse, but didn't get the super awesome corona. It was so wild. It was also very interesting that like the minute it stopped being totality and started to like go back to regular eclipse, like the clouds came back and fully covered it and did not go away again. But as soon as the totality like ended, you started just getting back to the sliver territory, I instantly started hearing emergency vehicle sirens just echoing everywhere. I'm like, oh good. And the dogs were very confused because of how dark it got. They're like, it must be dinner time. So for 4 hours, they thought I was just terrible because I did not feed them. And they were very pouty the entire time.
And your dogs can get very pouty.
Oh, they can get very pouty, and they also get very protective of dinner time. It was a really bad combo.
Well, you know what? I mean, I'm the same way. Let's be honest.
I mean,
I get very protective of dinner, and I get pouty when I haven't eaten. Yeah, we also heard emergency vehicles at our version of totality, which I don't know what was happening, that the emergency vehicles needed to do something unless they were letting everyone know, like, hey, look up at the sky, or someone was looking up at the sky while driving, and that became a problem. But the funny thing, and funny as in like a haha in retrospect, but like my retinas are still crying, because of the intermittent clouds, you know, we would be looking at it with our glasses on, and then some clouds would kind of cover it, so we couldn't see the sun anymore. So we would take our glasses down to try to spot the sun again, and of course the minute we pull our glasses down is when the clouds open up again, and it's just like full light right into the eyes. And yeah, that was fun. It's fun closing your eyes and still seeing the eclipse burned into the back of your eyeball.
I'm sure you saw the very interesting data trend of Google searches.
Yes,
I
did.
Why do my eyes hurt? That spiked about an hour after the eclipse.
Yeah, people are funny.
People are funny. Okay.
You know who's also really funny, Jen?
Who?
Your Discord community. So, I put a challenge to the Discord community about Unicorn Overlord Mowage, and I didn't want to give any clues or hints of the characters or personalities, but one person I was very fond of, and another statistically benefited from the engagement ring or the wedding ring. And it was the decision of, well, do you choose who you like, or do you choose who statistically makes the most sense and makes the game easier? And then I threw in 3 red herrings as well. Jen?
Yeah?
Your community split even between the person I like and the person who had the statistical benefit, so it was still a draw.
I'm gonna scroll back because I want to look at these, because I want to know how the one I voted for stacked up again, like okay, because I voted for number two.
Yes.
Was that the beneficial one, or the one you wanted to marry?
That's the one I wanted to marry.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly, I was not surprised by a lot of people's guesses. So, Liz and Ashley went for number 4, who was the statistical one, and I knew they would like her because of her outfit. Like, for whatever reason, I have that. It's like, oh, that just screams stuff that Ashley and Liz like, so that didn't surprise me.
To be fair, I was torn between 2 and 4. And
well, me too, Jen. Me too.
I ultimately went for 2, but 4 was close.
So, I was thinking, when I looked at number 2, I was thinking, I think you like her because she has very Zelda vibes, pointed ears, green eyes, blonde hair. That was at least my thinking of why maybe, I think.
I don't know if I like consciously had that thought, but I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I ended up the tiebreaker was Jamf. I showed Jamf. I'm like, and I didn't tell her where the tie was. I'm like, here, just pick one, and she picked number 2 as well. I'm like, all right, that settles it. Love wins.
Love wins.
Multiple ways. Yeah, love wins in multiple ways. Fun fact: number 1, the blue-haired woman with the big old sword. That's your cousin in the game, which is a very good medieval simulator.
Oh, what do I want to?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, chat, for participating and doing all of your selections. They are all wonderful characters, and that's just 5 of 60.
Like, he asked me the question, so this feels kind of dumb. No. Yeah, I'll just be like, oh, that was the right answer, I guess. All right, sure.
Way to go.
Uh-oh. I like how all the exclamation points went up before the door made the bell sound, so I was like, I know this is about to be a problem.
Yeah. Your ring camera went off before the actual bell of the door.
Yeah. And it looks like he's looking at me while he says this. I'm not answering shit from you. Yeah, call the police. Fucking do it. Let's go. Oh, what's Futaba gonna do?
She's assuming the possum position of just not moving. It's her only defense.
Oh, here we go. What are you gonna do? Wow. Oh boy.
Hey, I know a good lawyer. Correction, I know a lawyer.
Yeah, I know a lawyer who gets results.
Yeah. My girlfriend's sister is a lawyer who gets results.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh.
Whoa.
Okay. There's a kitchen right over there. I'm sure there's a knife within grabbing distance.
I mean, there's also, like, boiling water for the coffee. You just... Oh.
All right, well, this could very easily go bad for me if there's not cameras in here, but I hope there's not cameras in here because we've talked a lot about being phantom thieves, so...
Well, I'm sure Futaba has we know Futaba has the cafe bugged. She can selectively give...
I never figured out if I thought the cafe was bugged or she had bugged our phones.
Maybe both. She seems
Okay.
thorough. She seems
true.
thorough. Yeah. Hey, you know what? All of that dodging chalk at school has really paid off.
Hell yeah. I wonder if this is a thing where, like... I would like it if this was a thing where if I had a low... I guess it's proficiency that lets me dodge that. If I had a low proficiency that he did actually hit me. That would be fucking great. Oh, he just knocked himself out falling to the floor.
It was the eclipse, I tell you. The eclipse.
Dude, so I know I mentioned, people blaming the weather on the eclipse. I'm not gonna get into the details. Some people know. It's not my business to share the things. There was a medical incident this weekend with somebody. It's turned out fine.
Yeah.
And it was not me or Jeff or anything, or the dogs. But there was a medical incident with somebody. In the presence of a large number of people, so we were, very quick to act, and that's part of why everything's okay. But while the ambulance is there getting things squared away, the rest of us are all standing around being like, man, I wonder, what it could have been. Was it this or this? And then someone present for this, without any hint of irony, they're trying to make a joke and lighten the mood or anything, just goes, maybe it's because of the eclipse. With full seriousness. And I was I watched all of us make eye contact and just being like, nobody say it. Just nobody, just let it go.
Yeah. Weird. The eclipse must have made my fist enter your face.
Yeah.
Weird.
Especially because it was the day, but it wasn't even eclipse day. It was this is a full 24 hours in advance. No. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah. I mean, the past week has had some... I wouldn't say eclipses are strange phenomena. They're rare for sure. But the East Coast had an earthquake, a pretty big one too.
Yeah. There were a number of cursed things that happened and did start feeling a little bad. Yeah.
But those series of events, I can absolutely see 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, where there's an earthquake and then the sun goes out a few days later. Man, you're just not living your best life right now.
No. Ay, ay, ay.
Indeed, Sojiro. Big sigh.
The music stopped. That's never good. Yeah, I do. I do have enough problems already. I'll apologize. I didn't do anything wrong, but that feels like the correct thing to do here.
Oh, he said you too.
Aww. I feel like Sojiro, I would love for him to put 2 and 2 together of, this is exactly how I ended up here to begin with.
Yeah. Deja vu all over again.
Ay, ay, ay. All
Hey,
right.
you've almost completed Sojiro. Yay!
Yay.
Oh, we must be getting to that stage of the game where we're starting to close things out.
Yep.
Yay, jazz hands.
Time to head home.
You could just talk to me now.
Yeah, I was
Nope.
sure. Uh-oh. Okay. What'd you do? What did you do?
I had everything recorded. Oh.
Oh, this. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I realize I have the teacher's people in Mementos, and I guess now I'll have this. I have 3 other ones that I still need to ID. One of them I know requires working at the convenience store. I don't know if I can just stumble into the other 2, and if I can, if it might be just worth doing that while I'm killing time for Shogi. I can't remember what they are, but we can pull up the list here in a second.
Yeah, I would say if you're not prioritizing finishing Mishima's social link, I wouldn't use your time to work at the convenience store just to find information just to go to Mementos later.
I just figure, like, if I'm already gonna have to do memento shit, like, I'd rather just, like, knock a whole bunch of stuff out. So, like, I'm not worried about him. I'm just like, oh, if I have to go anyways to do a bunch of other people's social links, I might as well hit as many missions as I can. It's more that thought process.
Okay. Works for me. You're the boss. I'm just here to be the coach.
Oh, boy. Okay. So is this
Yes.
does this have to be a special Mementos trip, or does this mean when I go into Mementos and I find him, we just like make everybody else go away?
No, this is a special you and her only Mementos trip.
Okay, so this is a separate thing, anyways.
Correct.
So never mind that entire fucking conversation. Like, I'll eventually get around to doing the Kawakami shit, but unless I really should do that one.
I would try to wrap it up before the casino as well.
Oh God! All right, well now there's like a lot to try
Let's
to do
get
before the
started.
casino.
No, you have time. You got 9 days.
I got 9 days with people on specific schedules.
I know. I think you could do it. I believe in you.
Well...
I believe in the coding of the game.
What's this?
Oh, you know, what was absolutely heartbreaking this week? So, I came
What do you
home
wanna do?
and Justin's oldest daughter was playing with a geode that my parents had given her and just the youngest daughter. So, you would like them. Both of them had purple crystals in them.
Heck yeah!
And
I love
and she was looking at it.
What are your thoughts?
And then she comes up to me and she asks me where my toolbox is. And I look at her, I'm like, well, is there a specific tool you're looking for? And she goes, I need something to pull the crystals out. And I'm like, okay.
Oh.
Well, I like your enthusiasm, but I think the geode would look prettier with the crystals in it.
Yeah.
And then I asked her,
Yes!
Bravo.
Oh! It's
You did
done!
You've done it. Achievement unlocked.
Oh, beautiful!
All right.
And you did it on 11/11.
Hey.
Apologies.
But no, she was. I asked her, well, why do you want to take? Why do you want to take one of the crystals out? And she goes, well, I want to make it into a necklace so I can get magic powers.
Hell yeah!
And I'm like, okay, and because she's watched a Paw Patrol movie where there were magic crystals in a meteorite, and all of the puppies get superpowers, and she is convinced that any crystal contains magic powers. So then I had to have the painful conversation of saying that crystals aren't magical by nature, and she got so devastated that crystals won't turn her into a superhero. I'm like, well, you know, we could pretend that it gives you superpowers, and we could use our imaginations. And what she heard is, my childhood is over. You're a mean dad, and just inconsolable for an hour after that.
Oh no, that's terrible. As you were telling the story, I was getting my sticky note and my pen, and I was gonna write myself a note to be like, find some cool crystals to turn into some really basic pendants, but non-sharp ones and things like that. And then you said that, and I went, never mind, she will be sad that they aren't magic. And so then I put my pen down.
Yeah. So now I'm stuck in the position of trying to find a metaphorical magic, like the magic's been within you the whole time, or it's like, oh, this is just a lovely little crystal that you can wear as a pendant, but we have to keep the geode intact.
Okay. It's past the 9th, so I could go get my carrots, which I guess at this point, yeah, is probably the thing that makes the most sense. It's either that or pop into Mementos with Futaba. I feel like I'm gonna do carrots. I'm gonna hang out with Haru and get carrots.
Get your great vegetables.
Get my great vegetables. Because she made the carrots that function as the curry I can't make yet. So we'll get that all squared away. Here for the vegetables.
Did you know that a decomposing body could fertilize these entire planters for 2 months? Well, that's oddly specific, Haru. I know, right?
It's kind of weird how late in the game the garden became available.
Yeah. Well, that's also in the Persona 5 community. It's also a lot of people are upset that you don't get to really know Haru until the end of the game. Like if you want to remember back into Persona 4, Naoto joined late, but they were always around investigating, so like they were always present during the investigation, just not a party member until later in the game, whereas Haru's just like, come out of nowhere, this is my fiance, I'm sad.
Okay, so you had told me when I go in for the palace that my party should be Gwen, Robbie, and Ryuji.
Yes.
So I don't necessarily need to worry about ranking up Haru.
No.
But I also don't know what else to do with my afternoon, so I guess I just do it anyways, because I don't know if there's anybody else worth ranking up right now, or doing the Futaba thing.
Yeah, I would try to do the Futaba thing.
Okay.
If you can. So you have to so don't go into Mementos the normal way. You have to talk to Futaba herself to initiate Mementos. So I would either do that, or if you want to work at the convenience store to try to get Mementos info for a later trip, you can do that.
Would it be better to get more Mementos missions done, or to hang out with Haru, just so I can prioritize things in an order?
I would hang out with Haru.
Okay.
Because the goal is that once you max rank the social link with Shogi player, you could like bring Haru in if you need her. So you want her to be combat ready still. Okay. Like if you need to like pinch her in for Ryuji.
Okay. So let's do Futaba. In theory, should just be hanging out outside the cafe. I meant to be outside. Oh, good, it's outside. Okay, well, she's not here. Oh, she's right there. Okay, never mind.
She's blending in with the foliage.
Dodging like a fucking gargoyle. Alright. Sure, yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
I know she said just the two of us, but Morgana is just kind of like a package deal. Am I leaving the cat behind? And we have to walk like a bunch of like...
peasants?
Yeah.
Thanks.
He's all the way at the bottom. Oh, man.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
What are we doing? There's a place near me called the V Rock Shop. The way the logo is stylized, I always thought it was a guitar music store. Turns out it's an actual rocks. I had no idea. There is a place near us that is just so many crystals and rocks and whatever. I just think it's just called like Nature's Treasures. It looks really sketchy from the outside, but Jeff is like a surprise, like little like fun daytime date, like took me there just to like go look around, because like I don't believe in like crystals as like an energy. I just think rocks are pretty. And it was like we literally spent 2 hours there. Because there was a whole like major shop where it was like, here's all of like the polished and carved crystals, and they're like this is where all the amethyst is, and here's all this quartz, and here's all these other, you know, and everything's separated out, and they're all just pretty. But then there's an actual like rock yard that is just like raw, just like landscape kind of rocks, but are still all these fancy ones. So like I have a giant hunk that's like this big. James, you can't super see it right now. You'll see it in a little bit. It's big. It's like 8 pounds of just sodalite, because it's just this most beautiful blue color. And I was like, rock is my rock. I want rock. Because I'm very easy to entertain. And like, it's like even just like the raw like rock yard to like just do like like landscapey decorative shit is really cool. but all the polished and carved crystals, I was like, I could just spend forever here, and there's so many things. It's like, I fucking love amethyst, okay? I just love that shit. And there were so many just very pretty, like, carved, like, points and spheres of it and things like that. It was like, I just want a collection of amethyst chunks just on my desk. And it took all of my willpower to not do that.
If I brought just a youngest daughter into a store like that, I bet she would find one and convince herself it was magic. All the rest would
probably
be the mundane, and she's like, no, this is the one. I can feel this is the magic one, and I'm sure the clerk will be like, yeah, you found it.
Yeah.
Dad, are you going to indulge your child? Like, yeah, I am.
Pathos, thank you for equating. Yes, it was roughly cantaloupe size that I was miming. It was fucking chonky. Liz, you do need to come visit. The brownie is far away, but you can come here. We can go see the pretty rocks. We can go get the very delicious bubble tea. So we can at least do that here. And then we get Joe. We get Joe to come up and visit, and he brings a brownie with him and doesn't eat it along the way. And then we all play Mario Party together. The end.
Yeah. I imagine us taking Joe around and trying to make sure he doesn't eat chocolate is like us walking around with Hannibal Lecter with the mask on. Like we're wheeling him around in the little dolly with the mask on.
I need us if Joe actually comes up here and we leave the house and we're going out places. What I imagine I will do is have a squirt gun full of vinegar in a little holster on my side. It's a crapshoot whether I squirt Joe or squirt the chocolate in his hand to make it unappealing to eat. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there.
How much vinegar do you think it would take to make a brownie unappetizing to Joe?
I don't know, and this sounds like... Joe, you should come up for an extra live stream, because I already have my list of pickled lemons and coffee and orange juice, so we can see... And then we can add how much vinegar makes a brownie unappealing to the list.
Oh, speaking of lemon, it wasn't pickled, but I went to my favorite sushi place earlier this week. Sushi
Brian,
guy wasn't
thank you
there.
so much for the resub. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Brian. Woo!
I've been playing Persona for at least 13 months. How does that make you feel? It's not good, Brian. Not good. You showed up after we started this. This is like all you've known from me. I promise. I enjoy other games. I'm very sad now.
I'm happy you're here.
God, I am happier. Don't twist my words, sir. Anyways, you went to your sushi place?
Went to my sushi place. Sushi guy wasn't there. But per usual, the sushi chef gave me 3 rolls today.
Oh,
instead
God.
Of, I know.
At some point, you're going to have a completely free meal.
I know.
You're just going to walk in, they're going to feed you, and you're going to leave.
I know. I'm waiting for that day. But one of the rolls, they've been giving me some of their experimental rolls that they don't put on the plates yet for the sushi train. And they asked me, how I like them. And one of them was a lightly fried roll with, it had tuna, and it had tuna and avocado inside of it, and then a little tiny slice of salmon on top. And they sliced the thinnest little quarter wedge of lemon with the rind on and put it on top with a little dab of sriracha. And that little tiny slice of lemon added a really nice citrus taste to the salmon that was on there. And it was surprisingly good. I was going to eat the rock in that sushi roll.
At some point, next time, if you're able to come to Austin with Jamf, does Jamf like sushi?
She does. She is very particular about her sushi in that there are certain fish that she doesn't enjoy eating, but for the most part, yeah, she does love sushi.
I was just say, there is a nice sushi place that Jeff and I like to find. We have to find a good excuse to go. Like it's where we went for our 10-year wedding anniversary. It's where we went for my 5th-year remission anniversary. Things like that.
Yeah, didn't they comp your meal for that?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We got to go there I think it was like sometime last month. Like we were owed a dinner there. Jeff busted his ass at work to the point where his boss managed to figure out what this is one of our favorite sushi places, and we don't get to go very often, and got us a very hefty gift card so we could go. And so we went last week and we saw that waiter again. And I watched him like make eye contact with me and kind of look, and like I gave the wave to be like, yes, there is a recognition here. And so when I was like, I passed him at one point when I was just heading to the restroom, and he was like, "It's so good to see you again." I was like, he remembers.
Yeah.
Because like that was like 2 years ago. Because like I'm on year 7 now. So yeah, it was a thing. Anyways, point being, it's so good. It's so good. And I feel like you both being here to visit is a good excuse to go. And they do stuff like that too. Like they're like because you brought up the lemon thing, which is why I thought of this. Is like what we had last month. One of them, came with like that really thin kind of like slice of lemon on it with that rind and everything. And at this point, I've eaten so many thin citruses that are either like candied or not candied with that rind. And I'm like, oh yeah, not a big deal. And Jeff looked at it for a second and he was like, the rind's on it. And I was like, it's so thin, trust me, it's gonna be great. It's like, yeah. They would not serve you something if it was bad. He was like, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's amazing like how like such a like remarkably thin slice of lemon packed a lot of citrus flavor.
Oh yeah.
It was so good. But yeah, I'm at the point at this sushi place where I'm getting the experimental rolls, and you know, I don't know what it is. Like you were expressing it too, like at the sushi place and like at the speakeasy that you like going to. There's something about the like servers recognizing you that just makes you feel good in a way that you don't feel good when like the cashier at Target recognizes you.
Yeah, when the cashier at the one bubble tea place I went to all the times, like, was already making my drink when I walked in the door, I was like, that's too much.
That's too much. Yep.
Okay. What do I think? Yeah, we'll try you. Unicorn! This doesn't feel like a guy who's gonna have Okay, well that did the most damage of anything.
Let's go.
So I kind of just want to stick with that.
Yeah, for the SP, that does a lot of that. The damage per SP is pretty good.
Probably need to do some. Probably need to do some health.
A little healthy health.
Let's see.
Let's do this.
Using it.
Okay, well, it's like I didn't do anything at all.
I can do this forever, Elephant Man.
He did 113. I feel like I can get one more.
Oh.
It was worth the gamble!
The high counter.
Fuck yeah!
Way to go.
Oh. I was convinced when I was like, it was 113. I've got enough room. I can make the gamble. I was like, this is where he's gonna get like a crit, and I will go down. And instead, that happened.
It's the reverse crit.
Yeah, the reverse crit. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, and you used your unicorn, which is serendipitous because today is National Unicorn Day. And the only reason I know that is because I follow Atlas on Twitter, and they've just been blasting Unicorn Overlord stuff all day today. And I'm like, okay, I get it. It's a great game, Atlas.
It's like, all right, like, rein it in a bit. Jeez. Like, I'm happy for you and everything, but like, let's.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So
like, for me, like Atlas has the finger on my pulse of what I like in games, because they're going to release 4 games this year that are all like right up my alley, and it's unfair how much this single company is monopolizing my playtime, like of my limited free time to play games. It's they have me hook, line, and sinker. So thank you, Atlas, for making all these wonderful games that are taking all of my time.
You said they're putting out 4 games this year? That's a lot.
Yeah, and they're all big games too. So Persona 3 Reload came out earlier this year, so that's an Atlas game. Unicorn Overlord, Atlas game. It's made by Vanillaware, but published by Atlas. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance is coming out in June, and then August comes the ReFantazio game, which is like the open world Persona game that they're doing. And I'm like,
Open world Persona just sounds like it's my personal hell. That's my personal hell.
I know. And there's a lot of rumor mongering from reliable sources that this summer they might tease the Persona 6.
Oh god.
So now we have a new contest to see if can we finish Persona 5 before they announce Persona 6.
Okay, so I can't hang out with Shogi. I can hang out with Sojiro. Probably doing that.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and try to close out adoptive dad here.
Okay. Yeah, help him out. Let's go. Hello, people. You don't look like the same dude.
Would you like a coffee?
Oh. Okay.
Here's where my suspension of disbelief of this entire game hits. There is no way a government worker is working in the evening on a Friday.
You know what? Working at all on a Friday is really the impressive part. Yeah. This is, yeah. Yeah, interesting. She's like, nope, get the fuck away. Okay. Great. So maybe we didn't fix everything. Oy, oy, oy. Hey, don't say that shit out loud, please.
It was a stage whisper. I'm sure it's fine. Here, I won't spit in your coffee. He did make them coffee. That's nice.
Oh, no guarantees about the spit, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got over her weakness by the power of friendship.
Yeah. I also like the I would never abuse her. She's like a daughter to me. I was like, I know plenty of people where that's not a line that matters. So that's maybe not a good case to be making. Yeah, and my criminal record of violence is roughly the same thing happened to this dude. Just fucking fell. Wasn't it actually exactly what happened? Didn't the guy just essentially fall and mash his head?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Fucking hell!
Yeah. That's what we like to call a callback.
Yeah, God, but it's like a little on the nose.
Yeah. That's what he said when he hit the ground.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my reputation at school?
You mean a straight A student?
Did you ask people my reputation after I got a question right in class or after I got a question wrong in class? Because I feel like that makes a difference.
Man, it's like your homeroom teacher loves you, man.
Oh boy. You can speak honestly right in front of him. It's like, see, this feels like the funny answer, but I don't know if the game is gonna interpret it as funny.
Yeah, the translation. Yeah, that might be a translation issue.
Yeah, I was like, it's kind of annoying, but.
Yeah, I live in the attic. It's fine.
Yeah, with no door.
Yeah. He makes me shower across the street.
I have to climb in the washing machine at the laundromat.
My cat talks to me. I'm fine. I'm healthy.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh,
she called him Dad!
Futaba.
Oh my gosh. I don't like how there's no music and there's just a clock ticking. Ay, this is okay.
That's right, the children are the real victims here.
Absolutely! That, for sure. 100%.
Thank you, moral voice of the game and its themes.
Hi. Maybe wait till they're a little further away from the door before you start going, yeah, we did it! Like there was a deceit happening.
I like how Matt Mercer's mom's portrait looks like she's in jail.
Yep. Where she belongs.
Oh. Yikes.
Yeah, that was a big yikes. I feel a little bad. See, if I had said the nag thing, it would have been funny and he wouldn't have cried.
I know. He would have been bitter like his coffee.
Oh. He's talking like I'm gonna stay here forever, which, like, if it was up to me, like, clearly, like, I'm not feeling real chill about my parents being like, oh, you must be a delinquent, go stay with this random coffee shop owner. So, like, I'd be down for it. I just get the feeling that's not the way this is gonna go.
Yeah, your parent. Yeah, have you talked to your parents at all in 9 months?
Yeah, that's the thing, is I don't think, like, there's not, like, I clearly have a phone. I don't think there's been a phone call, a text message, nothing.
You know what? I think you have more incriminating evidence on your phone than any evidence that your parents love you.
Right? God.
Yes, Farron, think of the children. Followed by, yay, we tricked them.
Futaba, I don't know if you're just trying to deflect or if you actually didn't hear him. I genuinely can't tell. It's up the stairs! Yeah, I got time. We're literally 10 feet apart. Ay. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay. You're fine. God, which of these do I want to do? It's either the top one or the bottom one. You did great. Nailed it!
Way to go. Again, it is remarkable for as much as you loathe this game, how good you are at finding the right answers.
I'm telling you, this entire game, like, I fucking hate it, but it is just a constant, like, logic flowchart, and I'm really good at patterns.
Mm-hmm. Now, again, I stand in full commitment, not joking. I would never suggest you play Persona 3 for a multitude of reasons. I do think it would be interesting to see how you handle their social links, because you're good at identifying.
I would know the right answer, but would know it would give me a bad result.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like to see how those two ideas within your brain wrestle with each other.
It would be terrible. My second layer of hell would be that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Alright, Saturday's a day I can get to Shogi. So, in theory, we can do that tonight. Hopefully get her to level 9.
I will say, I'm still playing through Persona 3. It is refreshing playing that game after, watching you play Persona 5 and having me play Persona 5 so many times, that all of the Persona 5 social links are, something bad happened. Oh, we can fix your problems by going to mementos. Like, that's the theme of the game. Mm-hmm. It's nice in Persona 3 that the pacing is not that. The writers were not trying to force, like, oh, it's rank 7, time to go to mementos. Yeah. That it's a little more organic, that, each social link feels like it's unique to the individual and not like a copy-pasted formula of, set up, problem, identify problem, find problem in mementos. Everything's better. Yay!
Farron, the way this palace works is, this is the palace that leads into, like, where we've been doing, like, all the flash forwards to. I guess the whole game is a flashback. Little column A, little column B. So there is a set date on which that has to happen. So I, in-game, tried to send the calling card, and the game came up with in-game logic reasons of why we shouldn't send it yet. So this is one where we actually go up to the deadline by design. So now I'm just trying to, like, chug through shit until the game is like, okay, now you can go in and do it. So yeah. So we're just doing stuff. We're trying to get up social ranks and buy stuff and whatever. So that way when the game's finally like, okay, you can go do the thing now, we can go do the thing.
Yay!
I stopped progressing this dialogue because it is bringing up an interesting thing where it was, do you like hearing your own voice? Have you ever heard a recording of your own voice? Were you surprised? And I was like, I want to see what the rest of this conversation does in game, because this is going to be a very interesting conversation to have, I think, here. Because of this whole thing. It's like, yeah, for most people, like, the voice that you hear yourself speak with is not the voice everyone else hears, because you are hearing it through the echo of your bones and your brain squishies and, like, all of that stuff. It sounds different to you. What's interesting is I have been streaming for way too long. So because I, like, also go back and I, like, cut things to be able to, like, make the archive videos and, like, do clips and whatever, I've spent a decade listening to recordings of my voice, and at this point, the voice I speak with is now the voice I hear when I talk, because I think my brain has been able to come up with that association of, like, this is what it actually sounds like, and you know this definitively because of how much you listen to it. So I've almost, like, adjusted to it. So now, like, I sound the same in my head while I'm speaking.
Wait a minute.
Because I've been able to, I've developed a filter.
Are you saying you've changed your cognition of reality?
Oh my fucking Christ. I have not changed my cognition. I have changed my physical ability to hear a thing. Nothing about my mental perception has changed.
Okay. Jen, you know better than to give me a big old set spike for that.
I know. It was very good. You get props for that. I refuse it, though.
Yeah, that's fair. I am sad for chat because my camera's not on and you are not streaming my camera. I got big old anime eyes with, like, little, like, glints of stars.
I could hear the anime eyes. What is funny, what I will say is, like, what we would do, like, a cognition and a change of heart thing and blah, 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 is if doing so had made me not dislike my voice, or, like, not, like, some people who have, like, never really heard a recording of themselves and then hear it, like, get uncomfortable with that and, are like, oh, I don't like how my voice sounds. Like, there's a cognition thing. No, 10 years, I still don't like how my voice sounds. Yeah. I've not changed any of my opinion on this subject. I'm just used to it.
Yeah, to really double down on that. So, I've done musical theater quite a bit. I've also sung in, high school and college choirs as well. And, it's been recorded, and, sometimes we'll go back and listen to, or watch a performance, or listen to a performance. And if you think you're uncomfortable hearing your own voice talking, the sound of you singing is like three additional layers of uncomfortable, because not only are you just listening to your own voice, but then the critiquing of, like, oh, I was flat, I missed the note.
I can only imagine, yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm not only just, like, listening from, like, oh, that's weird, that's what my voice sounds like. I'm also listening from, like, a critique standpoint of, oh, and, like, oh, my voice sounds weird, and I'm singing poorly. Great. Just wonderful. That's what my self-esteem needed today.
There you go. And so I'm glad you brought up like performing and stuff like that. I've been working on I don't think JP is here. If he is, he's been lurking. JP's not been in here for a little while, I don't think. But if you're listening, hey, I'm gonna see you in a month, JP. I didn't know this was happening because I don't go on Facebook. I only know because a friend texted me and was like, "Are you going to this?" And I went, "Well, this is the first time hearing about it, so I guess not." And they're like, "Oh no, it's like not for another like month and a half. You've still got time." So now I'm gonna go. My high school band director had a thought about how it could be kind of fun to literally get the band back together.
Oh.
And put out a call for any alumni that if they wanted to show up, he has reserved the auditorium for a weekend to be able to like go and like do a rehearsal in the morning for a couple of hours so we can all like figure out how to play together again, and then do like a quote unquote sort of like performance that night. So it works out because like this will be, I graduated high school 19 years ago, which is a really upsetting thing to verbalize. So this is effectively like a 20-year high school reunion, but with like the people I actually spent time with and not the people in my class. And it's going to cover a wide range of like the different graduating years. But a lot of the people that I like play, like that I was in the bands and orchestras with, like a lot of them are coming back, and we're all like, a lot of us haven't played in a really long time. So we're all like, shit, I gotta like remember how to play. So I've been working on that specifically when Jeff is out of the house. I'm trying to like remember how to play the flute. And it's crazy at this point in time, 19 fucking years later, how many resources are just easily available online for that. Like I was like, how do I like relearn how to do this? And I decided the best way to do it was going to be to try to work up to playing things that I'm interested in, like from like a fun, like haha perspective, and not like, I'm not trying to get into like going back and playing, Shostakovich or anything. I'm not jumping into that. You can find people have written out the sheet music for music from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and a bunch of other like Zelda things. So like I've been relearning how to play by playing Cass's music from Breath of the Wild, awesome. and like Song of Storms and the Hyrule Castle theme. And
I love it. I love everything about that.
It's been so wild because like the muscle memory is still there of like, oh, I remember how to make the notes. And maybe it's not as pretty as it once was, and I definitely am splitting notes more than I would like. But I also recognize what's happening and why it's happening. It's like my hands are just slower than they used to be, which is like also upsetting. And I'm just like, oh, I have to do this much slower just because like my fingers just don't move as fast. Yeah. But yeah, so while Jeff has been traveling this week, I've been like, every couple of hours I'll pick it back up and sit down and try to like play stuff. And slowly work my way through it, so that way maybe I won't thoroughly embarrass myself in a month. But it'll be fun! I'm excited to do it, I'm excited to see some of these people. I'm really excited for Jeff to be able to meet some of these people that he's only ever heard stories about. And I'm like, you're gonna get faces finally to go with some of these names, and it's gonna be beautiful.
That's awesome. I love everything about that. And I also agree, the amount of resources that are out there now, like, I'm 90% happy that they're there and only 10% bitter that I didn't have them.
Yes.
I was a practicing musician, but, like, I'm trying to play piano with girls to gauge their interest. I think I'd like them to get lessons, not from me, but I want to work with them a little bit just to, gauge their interest. And, like, some songs that I was looking up, like, I was looking up the Persona Velvet Room song, Aria of the Soul, which is very straightforward to play on the piano, and like all of those videos on YouTube where it's the notes are descending on the keyboard so you can see like what the spans are and the different keys, and like I could follow along with the sheet music. Like I would have killed to have that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Just to visualize it, because I'm pretty decent at reading sheet music even to this day, but just the the mental gymnastics I need to do to convert what I am reading as sheet music to the dexterity of my fingers, it helps to see the, the descending notes, especially like when you're getting started.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the same thing. Like my hands are slowing down as well. Like my children have asked me, like, "Hey, play a fast song," and I know a few fast songs, and it's hard to describe. But I literally trip over my fingers on the keyboard. Like they get like cartoon get tangled, and I'm like, how did this happen? He's so good. My glissandos used to be so clean.
Two things. Number one, what should I be doing with my afternoon?
With your afternoon, I would hang out with Futaba.
Okay.
Because Futaba is like that permanent party member who will surprise you in the middle of combat when you're not expecting it.
Okay, so I'll go do that. Yeah, what the things that I have found have been very interesting because everything I'm not finding just like straight up flute pieces. They're like made to be like flute and piano like duets. But it's a free thing that I have found online where it's like I like pull up the sheet music and I can hit the play button and it will play it so I can like try to match it so I know how I'm doing. So I don't get to like see notes coming down the same way you do with the piano, but I can like hear it, which has been like super, super helpful. I do need to find, and I know there's several around here, I need to figure out one that's, when I say find, I need to find one that is in a convenient location to go to. I do need to go to a music store around here because I have an open hole flute, which is where, so like, everybody knows like the flute is like the thing that comes out here and you got your little keys you press down. The fancy flutes, those little keys you press down are just rings with an open center to them, with the idea being that when you close them, your finger pads cover those holes up, but them being open means you get a more pure sound when they're all released. But my arthritis means that I can't fully hold it anymore in such a way where closed, I'm completely covering the pads, so there's like little plugs you can get to like put in ones where you have trouble with that. And I found some of my plugs, but not enough, so I need to go buy some new plugs.
There you go.
But at least it's just that. It's not like I play a reeded instrument and I have to, like, get used to doing that again, because that's a whole other ball game right there. So good luck to everybody doing that one.
Yeah, reed instruments involve a lot of vocabulary that I'm uncomfortable saying on stream.
Oh yeah, I've been very careful how I was like, I remember, like, the muscle memory for how to make notes happen instead of talking about what we would call the charts.
That's right. That's right. And I went to a Catholic school, and I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I was like, we're not going to do that.
Did I hear flute and piano duets? Hey, Jen, I know a pianist. I know you know a pianist.
Okay, so the thing I was gonna say before you said that, and we're putting a pin. No, don't say "aw." Is the thing I was gonna say. I was trying to decide how brave I wanted to be with the idea of like when I streamed the rug tufting, where I was like, I want to normalize showing not being good at a thing and learning how to be good at it. And I was like, part of me was like, if I want to keep trying to like keep working on flute, and I also have saxophone, because hey, fun fact, flute and saxophone have mostly the same key charts. There's exactly one note that is just like two of them are flipped for whatever reason. But it's pretty much the same. That's why I was able to do both relatively easily. So I was like, I kind of want to like, if I wanted to get fully back into it, I was like, do I stream me trying to like relearn how to play and like trying to play Zelda music? And now you've said that. This could be our fucking shenanigans after we finish Persona. Every not fucking weekly, but like could be a thing. We can talk about this if you want to.
I have printed off a lot of Breath of the Wild and other Zelda music because it's just fun to play.
Yeah.
Oh, because you know what inspired me playing Breath of the Wild? You know, at the Beast Ganon fight where they redo the not remix, but they hit the motifs of the Breath of the Wild theme.
Yeah. Oh, robot.
No. Why? Discord, why do you do it when I get excited? Why? I hate you so much, Discord.
I just had an epiphany. I wonder if it's less Discord going robot, and I wonder if it's something about the mic and how it reads stuff, because, yeah, it's when you're like, trying to do a funny thing or when you get excited about something. And also, the daughters don't get picked up either. I actually wonder if there's a thing with your microphone.
Maybe I should get a new microphone. Hey, Chad, I'm gonna get a new microphone this week.
Anyways.
So, yeah, I was way back in ye olden day when I was playing Breath of the Wild, and I heard that the motif of the Breath of the Wild theme during Beast Ganon, and because the fight was so boring, I could pay attention to the music. That piano in the background
was a really disappointing fight.
It was a disappointing fight, but the piano in the background was going absolutely insane, and I was thinking, I mean, that's just the Breath of the Wild motif with like double the rhythm and a lot more 16th notes. I bet I could do that. If like I just deconstructed it, I bet I could do it. And then that got into like, oh, I should print off more Breath of the Wild music. Oh, I should get more Zelda music too. So, yeah, I have a lot of Zelda music. I have a lot of Persona music. Aria of the Soul. Yeah. Which is just wonderful.
I might try to find some things. I'm gonna send you the cast music I've been looking at. Okay. The biggest tragedy of Tears of the Kingdom is that cast did not return. And then maybe we can do some shenanigans. We'll see how things go in a month.
Good night, Liz.
Good night, Liz. Also, are you going to pull a Barry and Loop? Are you talking about me and James, or are you talking about just me specifically trying to do? What are we talking about exactly? I don't think James and I are going to pull a Barry and Loop for a number of reasons. Jeff would be upset. When I'm hanging out with Futaba, I was saying a bunch of things that James has no context for. When I'm hanging out with Futaba, I know that she would like prefer Electric Town, but that's like where I took her last time. Is it better to try to take people to different places or take them to where I know they're good?
I would go to where you know they're good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I think the two things. Well, there's a lot of things that would make Tears of the Kingdom better. The two things that I would have personally liked to have seen is.
I'll go.
I know that all of the Sheikah tech just mysteriously disappeared for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I would have loved that if you descended into the underworld, the underground. I would have loved if there was just one Sheikah Guardian that was corrupt.
Oh my god, yeah. A corrupted Guardian being down there would have been fucking just horrifying in the best way.
You just need one. Like the piano piece would start coming in, that frantic piano, then you hear the do. Yeah. Because it just needs to happen once, and you will be forever paranoid down there.
Oh yeah. I did actually. Oh, go ahead.
No, go on.
I was saying I hadn't played that game in forever. I still haven't finished it, and like the other day, I was like, I'm gonna actually play a little bit. And I popped in and like did a couple shrines and fought a Frox, and I was like, all right, like I remember how to do this, and then I turned it off, and I haven't turned it back on. But.
There is something I still want to discuss with you when you beat the game. It might be the only redeeming not the only redeeming thing. It is a highlight for me. I'm biting my tongue because I would love to discuss it with you.
And that's part of why I'm like, this game's come out almost a year ago. I should fucking finish it just so that way people who want to talk about the end with me can talk about it.
Yeah. The other thing is that I think it would have been great if, maybe if you get all the shrines or, you find a certain number of Korok seeds, I don't know, that if you go back to the real Temple of Time up on the big plateau, or the floating islands, if Cass was just chilling on top of the...
God, that would be great.
Like, you just hear his theme, you're like, Cass is here, where's he? It's like, oh, I've just been up here the whole time. I've been watching you. You've been doing great, kid.
Yeah, there is a construct on the very, very top, and I would love it if Cass was just fucking kicking it with that construct. Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, alright, so we're gonna go buy more things off the laptop. And then we can go hang out with Shogi, yes, but we're gonna go do the laptop first.
I should write something.
We're actually gonna save first.
Hey, don't worry, I need to go do something on my laptop really quick. I'll be done in 5 minutes, I promise. I promise, just 5 minutes.
Hey, if the police come back, everything's fine.
But speaking of pianos, over the weekend, Jamf and I were with a group of some friends and some new faces, and we were doing some introductions. And the way she introduced me, and I 100% agree, in the order in which she introduced me, she said, I'm a nerd, I'm a geek, and I'm a good piano player. And I approve of all of the ways in which that was ordered. But the thought crossed my mind, and Jen, did you enjoy analogies when you were like studying for the SATs? Like, something is to something as blank is to blank.
I mean, I wouldn't say I enjoyed them but I like certainly use them still to this day.
Okay.
It's the best way for me to give Jeff context for how my brain works is to come up with analogies.
Okay. Well, she said, he's a good piano player. And, Nashville is known as a music town. There are a lot of musicians, and I know a lot of people who would say they're keyboard players, not piano players. And this analogy came into mind. Piano is to keyboard as Jonathan is to John. Someone who's like, oh, no, I don't play keyboard, I play piano, is the same person who's like, no, my name's Jonathan. They need to be called Jonathan.
Yep. I hate how much I like that. Oh my god. Yep. Nope, that definitely tracks.
Also, my name is James. Please do not call me Jim, Jimmy,
Ew! Oh, I hated the way I felt with the idea of looking at you and thinking Jim. Oh! Oh no! You made me fully forget, like, your existence made me fully forget that Jim is typically short for James.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that anymore. I'm like, yeah, you're James, so you are James. Oh god, I'm gonna see my friend Jimmy in a month, and I'm gonna try to call him Jamesy.
Oh, please don't.
What would he even do? Because what's funny about Jimmy is I don't actually think his name is James. I think his name literally is Jimmy. Like, I think legally it's Jimmy and not James. Oh, fucking hell. Oh! I actually, James and chat, I need your help, actually.
Oh, I'd love to help.
So for this band thing, our director is, I'm going to have to deal with the fact that the idea of calling him by his first name, even though I graduated 20 years ago, is still abhorrent to me, and I really just want to call him Mr. Name here. And calling him fucking Mike, it just feels bad. But, they're putting together, like it's an actual performance, like doing a program, but because we're all, like, way graduated and doing other stuff, he was like, there was like, what's your name? Like, what instrument are you gonna play? And one of the things is like, what is your current, like, profession? So we can, like, put that in, like, little parentheses, being like, this is what this person's up to now. How do I answer that?
Huh.
I was like, can I just put in that box, what a loaded question? Can I? I'm like, what do I settle on?
Small business owner?
Like, do I try to say that? Is that too ambiguous to say that? So should I be more specific? Should I say what, like, the job is? Even though, like, should I say I'm a film production coordinator, even though I haven't done that in a little while now because of COVID? What do I say? Current profession, lots of shit. That's what feels like most correct.
I mean, why don't you just put polymath?
Polymath?
Yeah, polymath. It's a word. Look it up.
Someone banned Farron for saying Persona streamer.
All right, here we go. /
Oh, God. Ay.
Jack of all trades and master of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, jack of all trades, also master of all of them. Most of them. 95%.
You're not a jack of all trades, you're a John of all trades.
No.
You're a Jonathan of all trades.
Why is Jack like another name for John?
I have no idea.
Why?
I honestly have no idea.
God. Also, like, why Bill for William?
Yeah.
I guess, like, if Bill was short for Billiam, that would be terrible, so...
You know what, maybe there was a William that got so drunk that the W fell 90 degrees to the right and it looked like a B.
There we go. Yeah, also, why Dick for Richard? Yeah, that one I really don't know. I feel like there was a guy named Richard who just sucked ass, and that just happened.
I have a friend, I know Pathos tried to make me a Jamathan. I have a friend whose name is Garth, and I call him Gartholomew.
Oh,
is
no.
his formal name.
I apologize for the first half of this sentence. There's a bird that I see pop up on TikTok a lot, whose name is Prince, and he likes to try to knock over glasses to break them, and whenever this person is videoing Prince, and he tries to break a bunch of stuff, she goes, oh, Prince-topher! And it cracks me up every time! Also, I made a mistake when I said he. Prince-topher is a she, which makes it even better. But yeah, when Prince is misbehaving, it's Prince-topher, and I love it so much.
That just has a nice. It just rolls off the tongue.
It
nicely.
really does. Uh-oh. I like how I'm just watching this on my phone in a hotel lobby, but okay.
Yeah, they don't let plebs like you into the match.
I like that there's commentary. I like to imagine there's like literally like shoutcasters for the shogi match, like so it's not even like a nice call. Like I imagine it probably should be like very golf commentary, like okay, and now this this to piece to this, like I feel like it should be like that. But I want it to be like it's fucking esports, and these guys are just losing their minds.
So. Funny that you mentioned that. My senior year of college, I was not in the main theater production in the fall semester. So what a lot of us would do if we weren't interested in the main theater production, we would do one acts, and we would usually put on like 3 or 4 one acts in our smaller theater, coinciding with the main stage production. And
I'm gonna interrupt you very quick.
Yep.
Stream, I apologize for what is apparently awful sound mixing for this fucking game, and that everyone in this hotel lobby being shocked about the move that just happened was somehow suddenly so much louder than literally everything else that's ever happened in this fucking game. It startled me, I'm sure it startled you. I apologize, it'll probably happen again. What the fuck is wrong with this scene? Anyways, James, continue.
So I was in a one act with my friend Dom, and we were the way the one act was set up is there was a table, and he and I were in suits facing the audience, and we were pretending to be announcers to something that the audience could not see, and we were.
Why is it so loud? Why is it so loud?
Yeah, I'm happy I don't hear it for whatever reason.
It's terrible. All right.
So we were announcers, like high energy announcers in suits. So like first off, we started with like a traditional sport like football or soccer, and then we would have a third guy. His name was Chris. He would be off stage, so no one could see him, but he was supposed to be like the stage director. And then he would yell, "Okay, now we're switching over to," and like he would say a different game. And it just got progressively weirder. Like, we would start off like football, then soccer, then it'd be table tennis, and then we were doing chess. But
perfect.
like with that same high energy, it's like, oh, and that knight goes to e6 and takes the queen's pawn, and like going. And then double go like, oh, did you see that castle? I haven't seen a castle like that since Helsinki 1980s. Like just like we're going like super high energy, and then it got to senior Olympics, like 70-year-olds doing Olympic sports. It's like, oh, and he broke his hip. And like a lot of it, like it kind of had like an improvised feel to it. But I mean, like obviously we scripted it all out, so like we knew what we were doing.
Got it. Okay.
The rate at which he was changing it would. Basically, our fake director, would change the cadence, and we didn't know what we were going to hop to because he was also gauging the audiences, like how cool the audience would be with like some of the things we were doing. So like we didn't know like we were going to be hopping to chess, but like we had our chess prepared, our Olympics, we 5-year-old birthday party prepared, but we didn't know what we were going to hit. So that was a lot of fun to do.
Nice. That sounds a lot of fun, like a lot of fun. I'm glad you specified that it was scripted, because, like, the initial part of the story, you're like, oh, we did one act. So I was like, oh, this sounds scripted. But then the way you were describing it, I was like, were you fucking improvising this? Because that's baller and just going hard. Oh
No,
my God.
you know, I would love to tell you I was that good at improv my senior year. I was not. I was not that good. I'm still not that good at improv, as our D&D games are very evident.
No, you're fine. You're fine in D&D. Fucking Ashley's unhinged, though. Can we just?
She is.
Can we just appreciate how
Yeah.
insane that got?
Yeah, I hesitate to yes and her, but I don't want to quelch that fire within her. Quench that. What did I say?
Yeah, you said quelch, and I didn't know what that was, but I was just gonna let it roll.
No, I call myself out when I fail. Because if I do it, no one else can.
God.
Maybe that's what we can do, Jen. When you're finally done with Persona, you and I can watch the VODs and just like go like hard into announcing what's going on.
Oh no, I don't want to relive this. Once is enough.
Ashley coming in with sometimes a druid needs a mortal enemy.
You're accumulating enemies like fucking Pokemon.
I choose you, Keith.
Fucking Keith.
Yeah, we are after 9 o'clock, so if we want to talk about D&D.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you're the one who has D&D to talk about.
It's true. Yeah, so I'm gonna play again. So I had game 1 last Friday, and we're gonna have game number 2 this coming Friday, or game 3 this coming Friday. You know what I've learned more about my players?
Yeah?
They are extremely greedy this go around.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I got that vibe from, like, that sessions, like, that intro stuff you were talking about. I was like, this feels bad. You're like, no, it'll be different in game. I'm like, okay.
Yep. No, they are immensely greedy, and that's fine if they want to be greedy. There are consequences to their actions. They're in a manor right now that got hit by a gang raid, and a couple of the guards have fallen to the gang that have taken over the manor. And they've come across the accounting room where there's like a chest that has the ledger and, you know, bags of coin to pay the guards, and they have pocketed it, knowing full well that that's going to the guards. And they're like, well, some of them are dead. They don't need it. And I'm like, okay.
Oh boy.
They're gonna find out, and they're going to blame you, and there will be consequences, which is fine. You can be greedy. There'll just be consequences for their actions.
Oh, consequences.
Yeah. Oh, delicious consequences that Ashley will learn all about in a couple weeks.
Oh, you can't say Ashley like you don't also have consequences coming.
None. I have none coming. I am a perfect angel.
After the game last night and everybody else left, Ashley was like, I'm gonna ask a question. And I was like, yeah, and then we talked about the thing, and then just talked kind of in general, and I was like, and we were talking about fucking Keith, and I was like, I need to point out that, like, you guys dropped Emil's family name and a connection to the Armillary that you're not supposed to have a connection with, both in front of this dude, while he caught you getting a storm of birds around his place. I'm like, none of this is, you recognize this is, like, a number of problems, right?
I mean, Emil was nowhere near a swarm of birds. That's just...
You were near this person, though, who clearly knew you because they were able to drop your name and you leaned into it. I'm just saying, when we say actions have consequences, this also applies.
I'm just trying to be a good player and yes and my team.
Well, you've yes-anded yourself to some interesting shit. And that's D&D in a nutshell.
Yeah, literally interesting shit.
Oh, God. It was fun, though. It was a lot of fun. I know we made, like, goofums last night. We were like, I hope you had fun, too. And I was like, I like that you guys had fun. No, like, there was a lot of laughter. It's always good. Just because it's interspersed with me going, what the fuck, doesn't mean I didn't have fun.
Yeah. it's important to have those cathartic games before we embark on something that's going to kill all three of us.
You're fine. I just really like that Ashley has burned so many of their resources before you guys have even left town.
Oh, I mean, what's going to happen within 1 day ride of the city?
Yeah,
2
I guess
days, maybe.
I guess we'll find out when you guys roll against my chart of things that could happen. So,
yay! Oh, hey Terry, fancy seeing you on the road here.
it's not even like fights or anything that could happen. It's just different potentially socially awkward encounters on the road.
Yay, jazz hands.
Oh my god, that'd be very funny. Yeah, no, I have a nice, it's just a short little chart, but you guys are gonna get to roll to see what happens. So,
yay. I am thrilled to death.
Okay, I've not been paying attention to the conversation that's happening, and now I'm supposed to respond to it. Which is just like me and my ADHD in real time.
I was just about to say, it's just like anytime someone actually calls me on the phone and doesn't text me, and I'm trying to end the conversation, I'm like, yep,
Yep.
Oh, and then they're like waiting for you to say something. You're like, yeah, sometimes you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. Yeah, most times you just go, wow, that's crazy, and it will apply, but, the times it doesn't now, it's very clear you weren't listening, so, gamble with caution.
Yeah, so I used to do that, but now my habit is I would just say, oh, that reminds me of a story, and I'll just tell a random story, and then I leave it up to you to try to find the breadcrumbs of how that connected to whatever your problem was.
For flu season? Why is that the designation?
That's the weather. God. It's flu season.
Yeah, God. Oh, boy. Did I remember what? Wait, what did I remember?
That reminds me of a story when I was a senior in college.
Oh, I can't scroll back up to look at the rest of the text message chain. I did. I'm gonna say I remembered. Okay, but like, what is it? Okay, no, I didn't miss anything. Okay. I was like, I must have missed context. And no, I didn't. I don't fucking know what's happening. Yeah, all we can do is continue to wait. We should not be having this. Can we go to the group chat that doesn't have Robbie in it? I don't want to have this conversation in front of him. I literally went to go hang out with him and he told me he hates me. I don't need to have this talk in front of him.
And he threw a glove at you.
Yeah.
That's
but more
rude.
importantly, pulled a gun on me. In a place where the gun would do gun things.
The gun would do gun things. Huh. It turns out I have weakness to gun.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
I still love that little doll
Well, then.
in the corner.
Okay, so we gotta check the shopping network. I think I've got more things I can decorate here. I already have the ramen bowl. Yeah, so we can do
You have
that.
so many things.
Wow.
That is I didn't realize Hifumi played like human-sized shogi.
Well, it's like when you go to those parks or even like some bars that have like the big giant like Jenga and there's giant checkers and there's giant shogi. Sure, why not? Is this all the things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's all of them.
No. I think I've told the story before where I participated in human-sized chess. I was a
Like it was fucking Harry Potter?
No, it wasn't Harry Potter. It's just random. It happened at a Ren fair. They were looking for volunteers to be human-sized chess. So I was Queen's pawn, and I thought, like, oh, that's cool. I'll get to move. Like, if they were a good chess player, I'll get to move right away. And I did. And I got to meet the other queen's pawn from the other side.
Nice.
Because we met in the middle as you would do with like most traditional opens, and we stayed there for 20 minutes because neither of us could move. So I got to know him really well. I'm like, oh hey, what's up, dude? Like, yeah, crazy war going on. I'm like, I know, here we are, just hanging out. I can't attack I can only attack diagonally. I know, weird.
Okay, so the sprays so the cleaning spray lowers defense of all enemies. And the ultimate spray is attack, defense, and accuracy of one enemy. Oh, and then quick spray. God, there's another one! Fuck! All right, my phone knows too much. It auto when I was like, oh, I need to look up the next thing. It was like, oh, do you want quick spray? I was like, it knows. I'm not the only one who's done this in quick spray. Just lower the accuracy and evasion of all enemies, okay? And then, and these will just increase stats of personas.
Correct.
Do I need to bother with that?
No.
I've literally never bothered with it, so...
You do not need to engage with that at all.
I don't know if I necessarily need the sprays, but I might as well buy them. So...
You gotta support the economy.
Exactly.
Jen,
Okay.
I don't know if you do this, but I absolutely do. So I got over a head cold recently because it's allergy season in Nashville, and I was just run down, and it ran its 4 day course, but feeling much better. But I measure my illnesses based on how many Kleenex boxes I go through.
Okay.
That's my unit of measurement. So I was this recent head cold was 1.5 Kleenex boxes of sickness. Yeah.
Okay. What do I want to do with today? We'll go back to this conversation in a second. So I've got an afternoon. It's a Sunday afternoon. I can't hang out with Shogi. I can't. So I could hang out with.
Futaba.
Oh, I can hang out with Futaba. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool. We're gonna do that. Okay, great. Anyways,
pretending to be a plant.
Yeah.
There she is.
It's just like a gargoyle. What is this?
Yo.
Yes, we are waiting for the day. We don't need to say it every time. Yeah, my when I get sick, it doesn't tend to be Kleenex for me. It is gonna be how many Powerades I drink.
Okay.
Because I don't drink Powerade unless I'm sick. So that's my unit of measurement for how sick I am. So when I tell you I went through 18 when I had COVID.
Gotcha.
That's how I know it was bad.
Gotcha. Yeah. Chad, how about you? What is your unit of measurement for how sick you are?
Yeah, the allergies have been just so all over the map lately. Like, I wake up and I'm like, oh god, I'm getting sick and it's COVID. And then like 2 hours go by after I've been awake for a bit. I'm like, oh no, it is just the allergies. Like, now that my body's kind of woken up a little bit, it's calmed down slightly.
No, I mean, but for good reason. Like, I make the same assumption as well. Like, prior to COVID, every like March and April and September and October, since I've lived in Nashville, I would get hit with like for a week just suffering from allergies. I get the head cold and post nasal drip, all of that. And ever since COVID, I always have to ask myself, like, okay, like this sounds like my normal seasonal allergies, but maybe it's not. We still have a few tests lying around, and fortunately it was negative. But yeah, it's just the things that run through my head now every single time.
Futaba just phased her phone through her shirt, and I just hope everyone saw that. You watched my face go, what the fuck? But yeah, that was not good. Oh, gross. Her parents are, like, horrifying. There's a lot of pictures of brains on your wall. I'm just now noticing. There's, like, a lot of pictures of brains on your wall. Like, a lot. Like, a concerning number. Like, it is good that those investigators did not come in here. Alright, this is gonna be a mementos thing! You have 2 mementos?
She does, because she's special.
You had your own palace and 2 mementos fucking missions? This is insane. Ay. Yeah, I'm sure you can find her parents' names. Yeah, I was like, absolutely. There's no way you can't find that information.
Yep. Well, I think it's funny you pointed out, like, she gets her own palace, she has 2 mementos trips. So then, because of the amount of focus she gets, a lot of people in the Persona community like Futaba, and then everyone else in the community is like, she's 15. That's gross.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then their brain going,
Robo. Oh, I have a text.
Discord?
Oh, you're back.
Discord? I don't know if it's you or my microphone, but this goes to Discord and microphone. I hate you. And I throw my glove at you.
There was some gravitas to that I hate you. That was an intensity that I've never heard from you before. And I felt that in my bones. You meant it when you said that.
Well, I was just trying to imitate Robbie Damon.
Oh, okay. You did a very good job.
Thank you. I was just trying to parrot him. I mean, you figured out my shtick. I just parrot people who are better than me. That's my secret. But no, what did I get excited about? Oh, me being a big-brained individual in the community. I push my glasses up, go, well, actually, all of your classmates are 16, and that's not really better.
Brian says technically the first one was Coffee Dad's Mementos. Did we have a Mementos for Sojiro?
So his was technically the uncle. That was
I'm like, that's, yeah. Oh, I get it. Technically, the first one was Coffee Dad's Mementos. Okay, yes. Was it? Okay, yeah. It was for his social link, I guess, but she spurred it on, so I'm giving her credit for it.
It's still very related to her life.
Chance to revive search objects in the area. Oh, if I do a battle, then like when I punch a vase and a treasure pops out. That's what it's talking about?
Exactly.
Okay. I was like, what does this fucking mean?
Yeah, it's like when you in old Nintendo games when you leave the room and immediately come back, everything respawns. Like, yay, great, rupees, awesome.
Okay, so there's that. All right, so now I have 2 confirmed Mementos things.
You're back.
So I could do shit for other ones at some point.
I should write something.
Save. Okay, great. No, not the button I wanted. This one.
Who says cinema?
Yeah, exactly.
Haru
That's what I'm like,
she
I
would
don't
say.
really want to do it. You're... Yeah, and then you're... Nope. Okay.
If you have... Could you do me one very quick favor? Could you pull up your social link list? I want to see where Mishima's at.
Oh, I don't think I've literally never gone to hang out with him very intentionally.
So he would be the moon, the later... Yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah, ignore him. Completely ignore him. It is not worth pursuing.
Exactly. Who else have I completely ignored? I've ignored Mercer. Haru's not been available for very long. The fucking twins. And Mishima. Everybody else is pretty solid.
Perfect.
Okay, so I can't hang out with, Hifumi right now. Like, I don't think I can hang out with it. I can't hang out with Sojiro. That's not the button I wanted. I don't think there's anybody that, like, I need to, like, I could go hang out with him just for lack of literally anything else to do.
The other thing you could do is you could take Robbie to play darts, or you could take Gwen on a date to the jazz club.
Could do that
because Sundays are the big day where she could learn. Anyone on Sundays you can learn a skill that they natively would not have learned.
Oh well, perfect. Let's do that then. Can I invite? Can I? I went to darts instead of the jazz club. That's fine. It is right next door. No, it's not right next door. Where?
Down the alley to your right.
I was like, there it is. I was like, where's the piano? I see it. It would be very funny to invite Robbie to the jazz club.
Okay.
I'm just saying it would be funny. I'm not saying I'm going to.
Okay.
Although I am wondering how much the game might actually be funny about it. So I've saved so I can see what happens. I want to see the conversation here.
You invite me to the jazz club after everything that just happened.
Yeah.
Are you stupid?
Like, part of me wonders if he'll refuse, or if it'll be awkward, or if the game's gonna kind of, like, act like it's fine, like it doesn't check what the social rank is. So we're gonna do this, and then we'll reset to actually do the one for real. But I just want to see what this does.
Oh.
I like that you could bring Morgana to the jazz club.
Which is also insane.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
Come hang out with me. Hey, mortal enemy, come hang out here with me in this dark jazz club during flu season.
You beat me to the joke. Yeah, come to this poorly ventilated jazz club during flu season.
God.
You like it here?
Oh yeah. This does feel like that is a very you drink. Perfect. Yeah, it's just the game is not recognizing our situationship. Oh.
It doesn't. I wish it was more reactive in that. Like, the game is pretty good in some respects, but then other times it just kind of doesn't recognize it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, pick a random thing 'cause it doesn't matter. Okay.
You got some Persona bucks for
Perfect.
that.
Well, the Persona bucks are about to go away.
Hey.
Yeah, can you let me... Oh, God, I just want to get to my fucking... I just want to get to my... Have I fucked myself?
No, you haven't.
No, I'm just saying, like, I've been at, like, I need to, like, I need to get to my menu so I can load, and I'm like, am I gonna be stuck in a series of cutscenes now where I can't?
No, you should be fine. Man, you picked a hell of a day to do a funny haha.
I could just, like, force quit the game, but I'm afraid it'll break. So...
Yeah, let's not.
Okay.
Gwen deserves a date. You've ignored her for a while.
I really I made that comment earlier in the stream. I was like, I haven't hung out with Gwen, and it makes me sad. Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm awake. Look at this map!
Why don't you try?
I get to cheat now. I get to do this question twice. Tell me why that is. Because I mean, the other one's also in the east, so that doesn't feel like the right answer. It's near the ocean feels really stupid.
It's Japan. Everything's near the ocean.
A high altitude, sure. I'm really high up, so I get to look down. Oh, perfect. I thought that was some bullshit, but okay. There we go. I already know that answer.
Nice
Great.
going.
Yes, I'm super smart. Oh, look, my star is already full. Doesn't matter!
No. All of your students, all of your classmates respect you today.
Yeah. I really wish that, like, your excess points went somewhere. Whether it was, like, you could put it into another stat or, like, it translated into some other kind of bonus. Like, literally anything. No, don't save. I want to... This button. There we go. System.
There you... Yeah. It's especially painful on New Game Plus because you carry over all of your equipment and your stats. So you start off the game at max everything. You're like, oh, every choice is just worthless now because like it doesn't matter. I'm already maxed out. I don't need to earn points.
Yeah.
I don't need to answer things correctly.
Oh.
All right. Hi, Gwen.
Tell me about how sad your sister is right now. Oh, she's so stressed out.
Well, she wouldn't know because her sister's just sleeping at the fucking law office district.
At the law office of Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Yeah, whatever. Jesus. I was like, whatever. I was like, I don't actually. Whatever her office building is. It's like she's not sleeping at the courthouse. But I remember her saying she wasn't like ever coming home, and I was like, I don't know what that building is. So.
Not bad at all.
What calms me down? Gwen, what have you been up to? What is this about?
Everything's fine.
Jesus. Do you think we'll actually play on Saturday?
I don't
Stream.
know. I really don't know.
Like, I would like to, but I'm also, like, fully prepared for the idea of not. Especially because, like, I also, like, have something early on Sunday morning, so it wouldn't... I'd be like, well, if I got to go to bed at a normal time, I won't be upset.
I also have something early on a Sunday. It is yet another child's birthday party.
Oh, God. All of these children and their birthdays. And I'm sure it's also at the trampoline park?
It is.
Perfect.
Because when one person does it, everyone's like, we want to do that too. And
Yep.
it's just, yep. But you know, at least we're not hosting it. I just need to keep my eyes on my own children and be responsible for them. I don't need to be responsible for psycho parents dropping their 7-year-olds off without supervision. They're like, okay, we'll see you in 2 hours.
Mature.
Like, what?
That's insane. Okay. What do we got? Okay, it is still the same skill. Decrease defense for all foes for 3 turns. No, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep all the things I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck this thing.
Thank you.
All those music notes that
All
don't
right
mean
then.
anything right now.
They mean something to me.
That's true. And that's what matters.
Okay.
Hey!
All right, so let's see. I know the flower things is an actual thing. I can read. We're gonna read the game secrets. It's like
You got your
better
Nintendo.
games.
You got your Nintendo Power magazine.
Yeah, I was like, this is just my Game Genie code book.
Oh, you know, I miss Game Genie. Like,
Right?
That is such a. It seems like a magic device. It's like, wait, how does this cartridge know to give infinite
Alright.
lives in Contra, or
Yeah.
like all of that? There's just, and like you have your little book, you have your codes. Those were the days. Those were the days.
Good news, guys. That was just a progress dialogue box. It was not a tutorial dialogue box. So we don't have to
attention.
reset our counter. Our last tutorial was on 11.6. We've made it 8 entire in-game days without a tutorial.
Way to go. Oh no, how are you ever
Why
going to
don't
know
you
this
try?
answer?
Oh, man.
This is it.
I was like, oh, there was a brief moment where I went,
Exactly.
do the answers always show up in the same order? Because, like, I was just going to go straight for the bottom, and I was like, if I get it wrong just because I muscle memoried my way to I was the bottom answer, I'm going to be very upset. All right, here we go.
Nice going.
That's-
Speaking of class answers, in Persona 3, I was doing a answering class answer, and it was in it was a foreign language class, and they were talking about English, and they were talking about how difficult it is to pluralize or have rules to pluralize things in English because of all of the variety of reasons. And it was such a tough question that, like, I can imagine, like, as a Japanese student, like, reading this, like, oh man, like, how do I pluralize things in English? Me, an English speaker, was looking at this question like, wait, is this right?
Our language sucks.
It really does.
What was I gonna do? So, requests that I have in Mementos. So, there's this one that doesn't say it needs to be the job thing,
No.
so I think I might just
No.
be able to stumble my way into that.
No, don't even waste your time. That is such a rabbit hole of one thing leads to another. It is absolutely not worth the time
Okay,
doing.
we won't do that one then. And this is this is the convenience store. And then there's, and this is go to the bar. So yeah, so I can't queue up any of those other ones.
Yeah, I would just prioritize the social link ones. That will be more than fine for what you.
Okay,
need
it just
to do.
feels weird going to Mementos just to do 2 things.
Yeah, I mean, you could run into Jose and get some fun stuff as well.
Okay, well maybe that's what I do next time, because I don't, like, if I get into Mementos right now, it's 10 to 10, and, like, that's going to turn into a whole thing. So, I'm going to write myself a note. I'm going to go into Mementos.
Yeah, I think that will be good, because when you when you
day
get
is
to
it? Okay, no.
yeah when you get to the day where it's time to go to Size Palace, you will want to start your stream going to Size Palace just because of the cutscene hell that is going to come after that.
Can only imagine. Mementos for 2 quests, parentheses, yes, just 2. Because I know future gen will not remember this because, yeah, so we finished saving. Oh wait, no, next week is still fine. Just, I was like, because we're not playing next week. That is incorrect. It's the following week that we're not playing. So, yeah. I would be like, why am I going in for just 2? I won't remember this, so that's why I write notes for future gen. To remember what the fuck is happening. Alright! Kung Fu. We're not gonna go over there and raid because I don't want to interrupt it happening. Kung Fu Fruit Cup is doing Persona 4, and the title is Persona 4 Golden Finale, so she's at the end. So I'm not gonna raid because I don't want to, like, disrupt cutscenes and things like that, because that can suck when that happens. So if you want to see someone experiencing the end of it, go see Kung Fu Fruit Cup at the end of this.